Now we're going to review how to do substitution. To solve a system by substitution, you're going to have to remember to plug in values for whatever it says it's equal to. So for instance, on number 5, it says y is equal to 8x. You're always looking for that item that it's already by itself. When you plug it in for something else, you must use parentheses. So y is actually equal to all of this, 8x, and I'm going to plug it in place of this y up here. So I'm going to rewrite the top equation, negative 6x minus, remember that's a 1, understood 1 in front of that y. So I'm going to put a 1 there. And then I'm going to plug in all of this stuff for y. So I have 8x. And I used parentheses because that 8x represented that y. I took out the y and put the 8x in there. So that's equal to 0. Now I need to simplify this equation. Negative 1 times 8 is negative 8x. I'm going to drop down this negative 6x equals 0. Combine like terms, so negative 6 minus 8, negative 14x equals 0. This is negative 14 times x, so I'm going to divide both sides by negative 14. So x is equal to 0. Now that's the first important piece of information I have, because remember, a solution you write as an ordered pair, and that solution is x and then y. We just found out that my x is 0. Now we got to find out what the y is. You're going to plug in the y into this bottom equation right here. So I'm going to say y is equal to 8 times x, and we found out x was 0. So 8 times 0 is 0. So what is y equal to? 0. All right, next one is number 6. Okay, number 6, my y is all by itself. It's equal to all of this information. And so I'm going to plug that in for the y that's right here. So as I write that down, negative 8x plus 2 times everything that y is equal to, and y is equal to all of that. So negative 3x plus 16 equals negative 24. Again, the y, I plugged in all of the stuff for the y. So step 1 to solve this is you have to distribute. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6x, and 2 times 16 is a positive 32. And then I bring down everything else that I did not touch. So bringing down my negative 8x, my equal sign, and my negative 24. Next, I need to combine like terms. My like terms are negative 8x and negative 6x. So when I put those together, that gives me negative 14x. And I drop down my plus 32 is equal to negative 24. Next step is to subtract 32 on both sides. These cancel. And I'm equal to negative 56. And I'm going to drop down my negative 14x. Then I'm going to do negative 56 divided by negative 14, and that's 4. So x is equal to 4. Now that's the first important piece of information that I have to write my ordered pair for my solution. And you can go ahead and write that in if you want. I didn't realize that was totally off the camera. Yeah. All right, so then you're going to take this x equals negative 4, or I'm sorry, positive 4, and you're going to plug it in place of the y up here, right there. So I'm going to just rewrite it. Y equals negative 3 times x, and in our case, x was 4. and then plus 16. So if you type this in directly as you see it, it's negative 3 times 4 plus 16. That gives you 4. So that's my other important piece of information. Y is 4. All right, number 7 is just like number 6, so I'm going to skip it. I'm going to do number 8. And you should notice immediately on number 8, it gives you an important piece of information. Y is equal to just the number. So on number 8, I could go ahead and start my ordered pair, x and y, because y is negative 3. It gives that to us. So as I plug that in place up here, I've got 3x minus 5 times y equals 9. And in this case, y is negative 3. So to simplify, I have 3x, negative 5 times negative 3 is a positive 15, and that's equal to 9. I'm going to subtract 15 on both sides, and that gives me 3x equals negative 6. Divide by 3, and x equals negative 2. So my solution would be negative 2, negative 3. Number 10, you'll notice that it does not have a variable by itself already. So what we have to do is we actually have to solve to get one of the variables by itself. And the easiest way to do that is look for a variable that has a coefficient of 1. So the number in front of it is a 1. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for this y right here, because it's a positive y. So as I do that, I'm going to just rewrite it down here. 3x plus y equals 7. My goal is to get this thing by itself, so I got to get rid of 3x on both sides. That gives me y is equal to 7 minus 3x. The next step is to take everything that y is equal to and plug it into the other equation where the y is. So I'm going to plug it in here, and it's going to say negative 7x minus 7 times everything that y was equal to. So that's 7 minus 3x. And that's equal to negative 21. So now I'm going to distribute to solve this equation. Negative 7 times 7 is negative 49. And again, negative 7 times negative 3x is a positive 21x. And then I'm going to bring down my equals negative 21 and my negative 7x because I didn't touch those. Now I need to combine like terms. My like terms are negative 7x and positive 21x. So when I put them together, yes, it's 14x minus 49 equals negative 21. So then I'm going to add 49 to both sides. I ran out of room, so I'm going to come up here. 14x is equal to 28. And when I divide by 14 on both sides, x is equal to 2. So my solution for this, one part of it is 2, my x value, and my y value is what I've got to find out. So you can plug it into this y that you already solved for. That makes it a little bit easier. And I'm going to do that in this green color. So if I do y equals 7 minus 3 times 2, because we found x was 2, 3 times 2 is 6, 7 minus 6 is 1, so y is 1. All right, I'm going to leave the rest for you to do today. Your test will be on Monday. Have a great day.